LeBron James is faced with a huge decision. The year is 2013 and he has just become a free agent for the second time in his career. After several meetings with the Bulls, Cavaliers, and Heat, James decides to stay put and re-signs with Miami. In LeBron's fifth year with the organization, the Heat win 62 games, good enough for the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. His supporting cast is depleted as Wade is struggling with knee injuries. Despite the weak roster, the Heat make quick work of the Boston Celtics in the first round, and winning 6 against the Bulls in round 2. The Heat are faced by the 60-win Hawks in the conference finals, this time winning in 7. The Heat enter the finals facing regular season MVP Stephen Curry and his Golden State Warriors. Despite the talent disadvantage, the Heat win the first 2 games in Golden State thanks to 2 huge performances by Dwayne Wade. Wade's efforts are vain as the Heat drop the next 4 games in a row. Although LeBron played well, Andre Iguodala of the Warriors takes home the Finals MVP trophy for his defense on LeBron. The Cleveland Cavaliers, winning only 25 games, led by Kyrie Irving and reigning Rookie of the Year Andrew Wiggins, land the first pick in the 2015 NBA Draft. They use it to select Karl Anthony Towns out of Kentucky. The Timberwolves, having kept Kevin Love, grabbed D'Angelo Russell with the second pick. The Lakers used their third pick on Jahlil Okafor, with Kristaps Porzingis going to the 76ers at number 4. Prior to the start of free agency, the Heat are blindsided by the sudden retirement of LeBron's all-star teammate Chris Bosh. Bosh had been struggling with blood clot issues all through the offseason and had finally decided to call it a career. In an attempt to keep their star happy, the Heat signed free agent DeAndre Jordan to a 4-year max deal. The Heat entered the 2016 playoffs with 54 wins and the second seed in the conference. In the first round, the Heat face off with the 8-seed Cavaliers, led by Rookie of the Year Karl Anthony Towns and his all-star teammate Kyrie Irving. The Heat make quick work of the young team and advance to the second round, facing the Atlanta Hawks once again. The Heat go to 7 with the Hawks in back-to-back years and narrowly escape after LeBron James buzzer beater sends Game 7 to overtime. The Heat sweep the first seed Toronto Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals in epic LeBron-toe fashion. The 73-win Warriors are waiting for LeBron in the finals. Back-to-back MVP Stephen Curry puts on a show and the Warriors win Game 1 at home. The Heat tie the series in Game 2 with an epic 32-point game from LeBron James. The Warriors win the next 2 games in Cleveland, going up 3-1. LeBron puts on a show in the next 2 games, forcing a Game 7 in Golden State. The Warriors prove to be too much as the Heat are destroyed in Game 7. Finals MVP Stephen Curry brings another trophy to Oakland. The 2016 draft proves eventful, with several big-name players available at the top of the draft. With the first pick, the Timberwolves select LSU forward Ben Simmons to pair with Kevin Love and D'Angelo Russell. The 76ers select Jaylen Brown with the second pick, and the Los Angeles Lakers grab Brandon Ingram with their third pick. Entering 2016 free agency, LeBron's friend and rival Kevin Durant has his own big decision to make. Having considered his options, KD decides to stay in Oklahoma City with his superstar teammate Russell Westbrook. The Warriors re-sign Harrison Barnes to a max extension, locking up their core for the foreseeable future. In the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers are making big moves. Trading Andrew Wiggins and their 2017 first-round pick, the Cavaliers are able to acquire veteran all-star Carmelo Anthony. The Toronto Raptors retool, picking up veteran forward PJ Tucker to deal with LeBron come playoff time. The regular season proves difficult for the Miami Heat. With an attempt to get LeBron more help, the Heat trade franchise legend Dwayne Wade mid-season to Chicago for former MVP Derrick Rose and Luol Deng. The Heat entered the playoffs with 44 wins and the 5th seed in the conference. They faced the Wizards in the first round, led by an all-star backcourt consisting of John Wall and Bradley Beal. The Heat upset the Wizards and advanced to the second round, having lost DeAndre Jordan to a dislocated elbow. They are faced by the second-seeded Cavaliers, featuring an all-star trio of Kyrie Irving, Carmelo Anthony, and Karl Anthony Towns. The depleted Heat are unable to advance past the Cavs, losing in 5. The eventual finalist Cavaliers make it to the finals, but are beaten by regular season MVP Kevin Durant and his Thunder. The 2017 draft sees Jason Tatum go first to the Knicks, followed by coveted point guard Lonzo Ball to the Pistons and Markelle Fultz to the Phoenix Suns. The Heat enter free agency with $40 million in cap space and use it to sign Utah Jazz forward Gordon Hayward along with his Utah Jazz teammate George Hill. The Heat have a rebound year, winning 56 games and the number 1 seed. They are faced in the first round by the young Milwaukee Bucks, led by first-time All-Star Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Heat sweep the Bucks as well as their second-round challengers, the 76ers. They enter the conference finals having won their last 13 games straight. They are once again faced by the Cleveland Cavaliers, sporting their addition of Paul Millsap via mid-season trade. The series is slow, with excellent defense being played on both sides. The Heat narrowly escape a Game 6 slugfest after a huge Derrick Rose fourth quarter. Game 7 proves to be much of the same, as the two teams combined for just 50 points in the first half. The Heat are once again depleted. Both Rose and Hayward fouled out midway through the third quarter, leaving the team in LeBron's hands. LeBron doesn't disappoint, scoring all 11 of the Heat's final points in the last 4 minutes of the game. The Heat enter the finals after a long season, only to be met by the well-rested 67 wins Oklahoma City Thunder. Having made some acquisitions of their own, the Thunder were now sporting a 3 all-star lineup of Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and Blake Griffin. The Heat start off strong, winning both of the Thunder home games by huge blowouts. The Thunder fight back, winning the next 2 games in Miami. In the final minutes of Game 7, George Hill is on the free throw line down 1 with 2 shots remaining. He sinks the first one, only to miss the second shot. DeAndre Jordan is able to grab the offensive rebound, but in a bizarre series of events, dribbles out the shot clock to the absolute dismay of LeBron James. This demoralizes the team, and LeBron's 51 points are not enough to get past the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the summer of 2018, LeBron James is once again a free agent. Stay tuned for the next episode to see where he ends up going.